And live, we are back. We don't give up. This is skill number one of good entrepreneurs. We don't give up, and we are
We
back.
need a part two. We need a part two. That the first movie was so good. We need a part two. This is what happened.
Uh, yeah, everyone's saying, give us part two. By the way, before, a lot of people were very sad in my chat saying, "Oh, come on, she's so inspiring,"
Oh,
and
thank you.
also they were cross with me, like I am, the one that say, "No, let's interrupt the, the conversation." I want to keep
No.
going, but sometimes, it's also, I would say, incredible that today we can have a chat. I'm in UK, you are in New York, and we can have like a normal video chat like that. This is, is a miracle.
Absolutely.
This is something that sometimes people forget. It's not so easy to make it work. I remember, you know what? I just got a crazy memory. Do you know Seth Godin, the marketing expert, Seth
I heard of
Godin?
it. Yes.
Yeah. Also in New York is Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V.
Yes. Mhm.
And I remember I was interviewing these two guys years
Mhm.
ago, but I
Mhm.
mean, connections was hard. It was really like, let's hope that something will work, and your image
Right.
was always very bad. But now, I mean, usually it works, but it's not easy. I mean, are not easy things. So that said, let's go back to our topic. I'm curious about your tips and suggestions to entrepreneurs that are listening to these videos or freelance. Um, how do you approach this situation, which is a difficult situation? And if you should recommend, some tips or advices to fellow entrepreneurs and freelancers, what could they be?
From step one.
Yeah, how to face this crisis moment.
Oh, okay.
What do you think are good strategies to adopt?
Absolutely. I mean, if you are just starting out, or if you're just gonna, let's say, release your product or start with a new business, it's good to just put a pause. It's okay to pause and rethink and replan and see what you have, your resources that you have near you, so you can make it happen later. This is not going to last forever. Okay, you can look back and see all the wars, from 50, 100, 200 years ago, and it wasn't forever, right? So it's not going to last forever. We have to stay optimistic, positive, project yourself with good thoughts, and just think and know within your heart that everything is going to be okay. But you have to stay positive, because I am a believer that whatever you think and project with your thoughts and what you say, it will happen. So just write everything down. If you have to reinvent everything and redo everything again, it's okay to step back, and then you go with, even stronger, right? So it's okay, it happens. But if you already, a company that's already big, then just lay low, just calm down, make sure that you have enough patience to go through this. Again, look, what's right next to you that you can use to help your employees, to your customers. It's just lay low. This will not last forever, and just stay positive. That's really the only solution at this point.
And what about your employees and partners, collaborators? That maybe they start to freak out and they don't
No.
have your attitude, and maybe they see it very pessimistically. Or how do you manage all the team to keep them aligned with this vision?
Absolutely. When all this craziness happened, I spoke to every single one of my team members, and I let them know they were okay. It's very important that you tell your employees, or your team, that you are in charge, and that you are a person in charge, and that they're gonna be okay. Because if you show everybody fear, that's exactly what they're going to feel, and they're not gonna work properly either. So you have to be careful what of course, you tell everyone. One, because you're telling it to the world, so it will come back to you. Remember that we're a huge antenna. That's how I see life. I'm a huge antenna, and I send signals and receive signals, and that's just the way I see it. And that's just when all this happened, I told my employees, listen, do not worry, everything is gonna be okay. You are going to have a job with me. Do not worry. So they're happy. I all of my all of Yahaira shopyahaira.com team, they are working now. I'm happy to say that other people are not. So that didn't happen because maybe they had an front store or restaurant or something like that. They had to shut down. They had to close because of laws and regulations, right? Then all I have to say is just be patient. This will not last forever. Okay, just be patient. Just replan everything. And that's just the way life is. Sometimes we have to step back a little bit, but we have to go and just keep forward, keep forward with a positive mind. Because if you have a positive mind, then
Mm.
you're gonna be happy right here. If you are negative, only bad things will come to you because you are calling it. Again, I'm going back to the remote control. If you want to see bad news, then go ahead, put bad news. That's going to be your mood throughout the whole day. Just concentrate in your business. Concentrate on how can you make it better after all this craziness goes away. Just concentrate on that. Concentrate on your family. Take advantage of all this time that you have free now. Concentrate in rebuilding your business, rebuilding yourself, and having and spending time with your loved ones, which at the end of the day, that's all it matters. Okay, that's my advice, and that's what I do.
Got it. And by the way, bad news are always there. There is never a scarcity of bad news. Every day there are millions of bad news. So better focus on something else. How about the markets? Is US your main market? In how many market you work in this moment?
We ship worldwide,
All right,
but
worldwide.
worldwide. But of course, I'm in the U.S., so yeah, the U.S. is my strongest market. Yes.
Because this is another challenge, I guess, to understand when the market is ready to recover, to start again. Some countries are, for instance, releasing the lockdown. Italy is releasing the lockdown now. In UK, we
Hmm.
are back, I think,
Hmm.
2, 3 weeks, 1 month. So every country has a different timing. How do you deal with that?
Again, just I'm just getting ready for new collections, getting for new things. Again, reinventing things, redoing things, taking advantage of extra time that I have to put it into the brand, put it into my family, put it into myself. Not just being in front of the TV all day. To be honest, throughout this whole craziness that happened in the beginning of the year up until now, I haven't watched not even one full movie. I
Right.
attempt to watch it, but I'm always like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, because I feel like your time is so precious. Your time, if I sit down to watch something, is to watch something informative, like what we're doing right now. we're
Right.
we're, we're sharing good tips on how to become to from this to that, and how to go from step one to the top, things like that will teach you something, and that will help you to get what you where you want to get. So that's very important for me. Just make sure that the time you have in your hands right now, you will never get it back. So make sure you spend it wisely, and just make sure if you are in a certain situation, whatever your situation may be, just reinvent it, because you are the only one that's in control of your mind. Okay, you're the only one that have the button to turn off the bad things and turn on the good things. It's up to you. So just reinvent, stay positive, and keep going, because there is no way back. And make sure your time is spent on the right thoughts and on the right planning what the good things that are coming. Just declare it. Good things are coming, and you will see that in your life later on, that good things will arrive to your life, and I can guarantee you that.
I love it. I totally agree about movies and series, but unfortunately, I fell in love with Narcos, with Ozark. Yeah, have you heard about Ozark?
I
It's
have.
like another series on
I have.
Netflix, And
I
on
have it.
Last Dance, there was the Michael Jordan basketball, if you're a basketball fan. So I got trapped into these three, you know,
There you go.
three
I don't
series.
blame you. I've seen, of course, Narcos. I'm Colombian, so yeah, I know this. Actually, I know the real story. So, because I'm
Right.
Colombian again. But yeah, I mean, Netflix has amazing series too. But in my case, I'm not the kind of person that actually sits down in front of a TV. I
Yeah.
just can't. I just get nervous. I feel like I have to like, okay, what's the next thing? How can I make this better? How can I give my customers a better customer service? How can I improve my products? I just can't help it.
Yeah, that's a great point. But by the way, I'm also like you, exactly like you.
Mm,
Just sometimes I watch. My consumption is very very low, to be honest. But in this period, I thought, wow, that's good. Also, I watch it with my wife, so it's really like it's
chill,
our mom or
relax.
something like that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
By the
called
way,
family time.
yeah,
Yeah,
family time,
yeah,
family time. By the
absolutely.
way,
Yeah.
there's a good question. Pier Giorgio is asking you how from YouTube. How do you anticipate the trends and the items that will be right for the next season? I'm always curious. I'm curious too about that because if you have to predict, in the next season, I don't know, in 6 months, this is what we're gonna do. How do you know what happened in 6 months and what kind of trend will be there? How does it work?
Well, I believe in, again, sending the question to the world. Again, I believe in energies a lot. And believe it or not, the idea will come to you. So just call it out and it will come to you. Trust me, it will come to you. So, two, you have to make sure where you see necessity, there will be a good and an incredible opportunity for you to make money if we're talking about money, right? Or if you're talking about getting more subscribers or whatever your business might be, right? Just be alert of what you see. A necessity can later be your success. So that to me is key. When it comes to my business, shopjahara.com, it's a company that makes undergarments for women and for men. And what I do is I just come out with inventions another that will last for many, 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 many years because the
Right.
human body doesn't change as much, for the
Yeah.
past couple of millions of years hasn't changed. So I'm good on that side.
Got it. Got it. I didn't know you also doing it for men.
I can hear
So
you.
I have to start to check on your website. I
I
mean,
can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. You can hear me. Oh
No, I
my
can
gosh.
hear you.
All right. Try to come back and we see. Gosh, we are really unlucky with this connection. I'm curious. I have still a couple of questions, guys, and then we let her go. But I was still curious about a couple of things about e-commerce. I'm curious about the e-commerce side. Let's see.
I
Yahaira,
can
can
hear
you?
you.
All
And
right.
that's weird because
Good.
yeah. So as I was telling
That's
you, yeah, it happens. Let's just
also men. Also men.
forget it. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
connection fell when I was trying to go on your website because you said we do also for men. I say really?
Yes, we
Do
do.
I
We
have to check?
actually, yes, it's outerwear for men. It's just like a regular tank top that you can actually wear outside, and nobody will know that you're actually wearing a body shaper. So that one is coming in June. So
Wow.
meaning like the last week of June, and we're also coming out with like the pregnancy line. We're coming out with underwear for pregnant women, a shaper, swimwear with shaper in it, outerwear with shaper in it, and my biggest invention, which is Happy Bet number 7, an amazing product that the way I came out with the idea again was by pure necessity. Again, this is when it comes to what I just said, that you have to be alert, and what you see necessity, there's an opportunity for you to be successful. So I invented Happy Bet number 7. It was very hard for me, first of all, for me to get the first patents. And then the other part was getting the manufacturer that believed in me, because all the
Wow.
manufacturers, they were like, it's impossible, that machine doesn't even exist, good luck. I tried many countries, they all said no, no, sorry, sorry, sorry. And I found, it took me years to find the correct manufacturer that the, oh my god. And I'm sure he's probably watching this. Hugs to you. You know who you are. Thank you so much. Um, I found them on the 15 page of Google.
Oh, crazy.
15 page of Google. I didn't give up. And in the beginning, they were like, we don't think we can do your patented body shapers. We can do something. I'm like, no, yes, you can. So I asked, yes, you
You
can.
have to do it now.
You have to try. And he's like, you know what, you very persistent, let's give it a try. And I asked one of their team to give me a username and a login, so I was able to look for more like the reference they have like thousands and thousands of references. And I downloaded this cheap version of Photoshop on my computer, and I put pictures of the references with the reference number, and I put my patents right next to the screen, right? So this was theirs, this was mine, and I reference, let's say, my patent section 2B and 2C is the reference number, this and that. And I in every single zone I put a number to it, and I cross-reference it with my patent. And I did like that. I did like 10 different references just to make one of my body shapers. So I
Right.
applied what I learned with my patents, I applied to the cat draw of the machines. So I was actually able to send it over to them, and they were like, oh, maybe we can give it a try. Maybe, yeah, maybe we can make it. And it took many tries, and that's what you see nowadays, which is Happy Butt number 7.
All
It's a
right.
seamless, yeah, it's a seamless body shaper that will shape the body without flattening the buttocks area. So as you can see, it has a mesh right here that prevents the buttocks area to be flattened, and it's all made in one piece without cutting and sewing. And that's
Crazy.
what that's my biggest product, Happy Butt number 7.
So I'll wait for the man product so that if I
There you
wear it, I can be like The Rock. I mean, that's my expectation. I'm skinny, but I'm sure that it can shape
there
me
you
like
go.
a great
There you go.
physique.
I can send one to your wife too. There you go.
And everyone in my live stream will see me completely different. They'll say, "Gosh, Monty, what did you do?" A lot of workout, guys.
Oh, now everybody, they know your secret now. What are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to hide it properly. Well, let's go back to the e-commerce topic. There was one question in our part one movie. Our movie
Hmm.
part one was
Okay.
about the e-commerce. And
Okay.
what do you think now that consumers got used to buy online? Do you think that this habit will stay, or do you think that as soon as the COVID problem will go away, then they'll start, go back
No,
in the
of
shops?
course.
So, what's your
Yeah,
expectation?
you need physical stores too, because let's say you're in a rush, you need something real quick, you run to the mall and just get it, right? Now you cannot just wait 2 days, 3 days. Even with Express takes 2 days. So you still need the physical stores, of course. But mainly it's me personally, I like to shop online because you're busy at all times. Yeah, you're doing something real quick. You order it through whichever website you choose, and then you keep going, and you don't have the time to go to the store and actually drive over there and then come back and all that. Like that's like at least an hour that you may not have. So definitely e-commerce is number one, but yeah, we do need physical stores, absolutely, yes.
And you not thinking about opening your
Yes,
stores?
of course,
Of
absolutely,
course.
yes, yes,
I would
that's
have
something.
bet it. I mean, I know you for 45 minutes, and I would bet that you're gonna launch, your
Absolutely,
stores. And
absolutely, and it's gonna
all
it's
right,
gonna
cool.
be beautiful, absolutely, yes, yes.
Great, great. What about women in business? Any advice you can share with my community? Because I mean, for instance, I give you the example of this lockdown. I see. I mean, my wife or friends, and they maybe are women that run business, and then during this lockdown, they had kids. Even if you share, with your wife the activities, but still, the mom is the mom, so she has
Absolutely.
a weight
Duties,
on her. I mean, duties, and it's
of
nothing to
course.
do with that. I mean, you have to deal with that, and so it to me it feels like, gosh, it's so much harder if you're a woman and you want to run your own
Absolutely.
business. It's harder.
Absolutely.
So what's your recipe for it?
Find your balance.
Right.
Find your balance. Nobody will tell you or can tell you what your balance should be but you. So just find time to work, find time for your family, find time for your when I say family, I mean your husband, your kids. If you're a single mother or a single father, just find time for your loved ones. And of course, then finding time for yourself, because just keeping it real. Someone that's in business, they're not gonna put themselves first, and then it's very rare when someone is like go getter like that. They of course they want their family first to be okay, and then their business, and then them. So that's kind of like my situation here. So
Right. Got it. And you still you focus now 100% on your business side, or you still singing, or also cultivate other
I, I'm 100% sure of Yahaira.com, and of course my singing career will be back this year. So that's something that will never go away because it's a passion of mine, and that's
yeah.
what brought me here. And from that it brought me here. So I am very grateful that I also have that in my heart, which is the love of music or for music.
Also, I love the idea. There is this word called the slasher slash. Like is someone who
Slash,
is doing.
yeah,
He is different.
a
He's a
plus,
singer,
yeah,
inventor, entrepreneur. You're not only one thing. So I like people that are a lot of different things, because you're not maybe
beautiful,
satisfied only on one dimension. So you're multi-dimensional. So I love it.
absolutely.
Very good.
Thank you.
So we did it. I think we did it. It was really, really a
Well,
pleasure
thank
to chat
you.
with you. And
Well, the pleasure was mine.
as soon as this crazy COVID change, if I'm in New York, I'll give you a ring, and then I'll try your
We
best
do.
new product. We'll do part 3. Very good. All right. I lost you on the last moment, but it's great. I'll close it here. I can't hear you anymore, but we did it. All right. Cool. I can't hear you anymore, but let's keep in touch. And thank you so much.